Sagittarius Gestalt, the Sagittarius Gold Saint in Next Dimension. Transformed by Odysseus, his lower body turned into that of a horse. Gestalt thought that his steed Tanya had come back to life through his body and worshipped Odysseus ever since. During his battle with Hyoga, Sayori pointed out that his lower body had never been that of his steed. It was an illusion created by Odysseus to keep young Gestalt's mind intact. Let us analyze Gestalt's skills and role in the lineup. His uniqueness lies in his ability to load and accumulate his golden arrows, as well as attack and deal burst damage according to the opponent's action. He is a single-target burst damage dealer who primarily launches physical attacks. Skills. Gestalt's first, second, and fourth skills correspond with damage dealt and the loading of golden arrows, respectively. Skill 1, Basic Attack, Light Speed Arrow. After dealing damage to an opponent, Gestalt will load 1 to 3 golden arrows. Skill 2, Goddess's Arrow. After dealing high damage to a single target, he will direct the remaining golden arrows to the target. If the target dies, the remaining golden arrows will randomly attack other surviving enemies, and Gestalt will load 3 to 5 golden arrows. Skill 3, the passive Centaur Illusion. When the battle begins, Gestalt will shoot 2 to 6 golden arrows skyward and direct them. If the enemy uses energy, the number of golden arrows equal to the amount of energy used will plunge from the sky and hit the target. Skill 4, passive Golden Arrows. The skill level determines the damage percentage of golden arrows and the max number that can be accumulated. Combat Style. Gestalt has 2 primary combat styles, in which he deals additional and burst damage respectively. His ability to inflict additional damage is demonstrated through his skill 4 that allows him to launch an extra attack on an enemy after they use energy. His strength will be put to good use in Artemis lineup or other similar ones that specialize in wearing down the enemies, for he can deal additional damage at the right time. Gestalt's skill 2 deals high percentage damage and enables him to deal burst damage. When it's fully loaded, he can eliminate the enemy in one blow. If he can't kill the target instantly, his skill 4 can finish them off with the arrows he loaded after using skill 2. Skill 3 and Skill 4 guarantee the number of loaded arrows and Gestalt's ability to deal burst and additional damage. With enough loaded arrows and burst damage, Gestalt can control the enemy's pace while lowering their HP. With speed-boosting effects, he can limit the enemy's actions swiftly. Gestalt's skills depend on their skill levels. Leveling up skills will increase damage and allow him to load arrows swiftly while increasing the max number of arrows he can accumulate. Players can level up Skill 3 and Skill 4 first to keep the number of golden arrows accumulated and damage consistent, then gradually level up the other skills to fully integrate his skill set. Cosmo Setup. Gestalt's Cosmo Setup should mainly focus on attack and speed to maximize damage with the combination of Skill 2 and Skill 4. Burst Damage Setup. Branches, Morning Glory, Naga Pearl, Double Horn Snake. Recommended sub-attributes: Life Steal, Peak Crit Level, the Attack. The Cosmo will increase Gestalt's damage so that he can sufficiently limit the enemy's action during the battle. To Gestalt, whose speed is relatively low, P-Pierce will maximize the damage he inflicts and enhance his Skill 4 to deal high burst damage by loading golden arrows. Life Steal allows Gestalt to recover HP, making up for his vulnerability. Speed Setup. Branches, Rune Fate, Naga Pearl, Double Horn Snake. Recommended sub-attributes: Speed, Peak Crit Level, Life Steal. Boosting Gestalt's speed ensures that golden arrows will not be rendered ineffective when dealing with a target who has high speed. If his Skill 4 level is high, he can deal high-speed burst damage with Goddess's Arrow and kill off the surviving target. This setup leaves no room for counterattacks from the enemies. Gestalt's initial speed is relatively low, but it will be sufficient once increased to 350 to 400 with the right setup. While teamed with speed-boosting saints like Ichi and Shayna, Gestalt's ability to deal deadly single-target damage will be fully augmented. Recommended party lineup: Ice lineup, Divine Hyoga, Golden Hyoga, Sayori Kido, Camus, Divine Camus, Gestalt. Control effects can prevent the enemies from using up the arrows generated by Gestalt's Skill 4. During the action round, the accumulated golden arrows maximize the damage dealt by Goddess's Arrow, eliminating the enemy with one attack. Gestalt's ability to deal powerful single-target damage allows the Ice lineup to control the remaining enemies at will and coordinate with Gestalt to finish off the surviving enemies. Extreme Control lineup: Ichi, Doko, Surply Shion, Underworld Shun, Gestalt, Evil Saga. What makes this lineup stand out is its ability to limit the enemy's actions. Gestalt and Evil Saga can inflict burst damage after the enemies use energy or launch attacks, significantly limiting the enemy's actions. Ichi boosts Gestalt's speed to prevent Evil Saga from being countered by Pandora, allowing Gestalt to wear down the enemy with Goddess's Arrow and deal additional damage. No matter who Pandora turns into, the effect can be removed. Other friendly units are able to limit enemies sufficiently alongside their allies. Between the first speed buff and the second round, Divine Doko's enhanced ATK lasts for 2 rounds and maximizes damage inflicted by Gestalt. Underworld Shun and Surply Shion protect their allies and provide Divine Doko with extra moves, increasing the amount of weapons and allowing him to deal damage effectively. Restricted and worn down by the lineup's unique attributes and skill sets, the enemies will succumb, leading to their eventual defeat. As it seems, as both the core or auxiliary damage dealer, Gestalt is an outstanding saint in the Sanctuary and a valued ally on the battlefield. Alright, see you next time!